Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, indeed. I feel like people are going to see the little muted icon and be confused.
Mm-hmm.
We're adjacent to each other. We just thought you would
Yes.
want both camera angles. We didn't want to take that away from anyone.
Last time we streamed from the same room, we were squished into one frame. So we're trying out something new today.
We thought we'd give you a better view.
Yeah. Absolutely. Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Happy Thursday.
I like this. I'm glad to see Mariah has continued to stick.
Let's keep that one going for sure. How has your day been so far, Ryan?
I've been good. I feel actually got some reading done this morning, which was nice. I enjoyed a little coffee at the apartment. I read I don't know, maybe a chapter or something like that. And then I had a relaxing commute. I was saying earlier today, classic Global Hack Week stream issue, by the way. I'm like, do I look at Mary directly?
I know, I don't know who to look at.
But I was saying this morning, I had hit my commute perfectly. The trains arrived right as I got there, which is always a highlight. But yeah, I'm doing good. How about for you?
Yeah, we had the opposite situation.
Oh,
I had a rough commute. My normal commute, for context, is quite short, 15-20 minutes. And today it was over an hour, which is kind of wild. But very rare that things like that happen.
Yes, don't take yourself.
Yes.
Good call out. I appreciate it.
Absolutely good call out there.
Tonight might be a battle. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Alrighty, should we jump into our closing ceremony?
Let's do it.
Alrighty. Well, let's start by introducing ourselves.
Yeah, for sure. I am Ryan. I'm the director of events here at Major League Hacking. So I get to work with all of the awesome folks who put on all of our different events. That can be our in-person member event hackathons. It can be our digital events like our Hack Nights, Global Hack Weeks, all sorts of good stuff like that. I am enjoying the crisp fall weather here. I actually have had my window open, which I think a lot of people in the area might think is kind of wild with the temperatures right now, but love a cool fall morning, and have been enjoying that for the past couple of weeks, or I guess past week or so here, really.
I see it's already snowing in New England. I'm glad we have not gotten any snow,
no snow yet here. How about for you?
Yes, on my end, my name is Mary. I work on first-party events here at MLH. And my fun fact, and this will actually tie into an exciting announcement later on in this presentation, but I started crocheting a sweater during Global Hack Week, AIML Week, and I just finished it this week. So really exciting accomplishment there.
Is the announcement that all of our swag drops or surprise prizes are going to be hand knit by Mary? You're going to get a sweater in the mail.
I wish. I would crochet something for a swag drop hacker.
12 to 24 month delivery time.
Yeah, it might take a while to get to you.
That's awesome. Well, I suspect that, and in fact, I know for most of the folks in the chat know who Major League Hacking is, but just to make sure we're thorough here, in case you haven't heard of us before, it is our mission to empower hackers, just like each and every one of you. And we do that by running what we call the Global Hacker Community, and it's our series of events that take place all over the world and online. And by being at one of our events, you are part of that community that we're trying to empower, whether it's your first hackathon, your 100th, your 10th, maybe your event to every Global Hack Week, whatever the situation is for you. And each year we actually work with over 625, or each year. In total, we've worked with over 625,000 hackers worldwide. I think this year we're getting close to 70 or 80K, which is really, really exciting. And it's a very quick run through of what MLH is. We've got a bunch of awesome programs for folks. If you're looking to learn more, Mary and I will answer some questions throughout here. But we're really here to wrap up Global Hack Week. Yes. Mary, do you want to walk us through all of the awesome stuff that happened?
I would love to. We had a really busy week, and I'm super excited to take a look back with all of y'all. Feel free as I'm going through this recap to drop in comments. Love this one already.
I got excited.
I could do that.
That would be really cool, actually. A little crochet Hanson.
Yeah.
Hanson, for those of you who don't know, is our season mascot. He is Hanson the Hardware Hippo. I kind of like that idea.
Yeah, I'll look into it. Rolling it back though, back to day one, we kicked off last Friday. And on our very first day, we had Newful join us and do a session on agile project management. I actually got to catch this recording recently. Really, really cool session. If you did not make it, I think this is one of those things that, if you are going into a internship or a full-time role soon, as a software developer, super, super nice to have an idea of, how working on a team like that works, and, getting a lot of tips from the community. Really, really enjoyed this one.
Nice.
After that, y'all hosted some of your own hacker hangouts. I imagine some of the folks who are on this are here in chat, which we love to see. I think one of my favorite things that the Global Hack Week community does is kind of self-organize and, do things outside of what we have on the schedule for y'all. And it made me super, super happy to hop in Discord and see a huge group of y'all hanging out in voice chat when we didn't have any sessions going on.
That game where you flip over cards, you have to match two.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that I feel like I'm blanking here, but I feel like seeing Noob Coder's little profile picture and then matching it up with the Discord image.
Yes.
Very nice to see you hanging out here and hanging out in the chats. We love it.
Mm-hmm. Very, very cool.
We got another one at the bottom right now. You're good. Good.
And y'all, of course, it would not be a Global Hack Week if we didn't have some cool design competitions going on. I was enjoying seeing a bunch of mascots that y'all made for Career Week. If you haven't checked out this thread, go and look at it in Discord. There's some very fun ones over there.
I like the pizza.
Yes, me too. We've got 4 or 4.
Oh, Peter the pizza.
Yeah, mm-hmm. That's the Python Pros mascot.
Today
you learned. Rolling right along here, day 2. Y'all did some setup sharing throughout the week. I love it when folks share a picture of what their space looks like. I think it makes digital events feel so much more personal when y'all do this. So please keep on tweeting a picture of your setup or where you're hacking from throughout the week.
Yes. Love the plant here as well. Bonus points for that.
I think that's a Pathos. Y'all also got to hang out with Dimmer. You did a really cool session on going through how to find a minimum viable product. I know we have a ton of folks in our community who, are founders, our future founders, are working on ideas that they have. This was a really neat session where Dimmer kind of walked through how you can take some of those first entrepreneurship steps.
Yes.
Someone asked if Q&A is on right now.
You are more than welcome.
You are welcome. Yes.
I usually will jump in and give Mary a break from recapping. So ask away. We're happy to chat.
Please do. Y'all also got to do something a little different at this Global Hack Week. We ran what we call our hack nights throughout this past weekend. There was a ton of overlap between the folks who are joining hack nights and joining Global Hack Week. If you aren't familiar with what these are, each weekend in November and December, we're doing these really casual kind of meetups on the weekends where we hang out in the Discord server. We invite some guests on to do talks, quite similar to a Global Hack Week, just a little bit more casual and just takes place on the weekend. But it was very cool to see a bunch of y'all over at last weekend's hack night while you were at Global Hack Week. I'm seeing the Dimmer comments come in.
Yes, of course.
I love it.
Of course.
Jumping into day 3. I love this comment. We're fighting over the...
You gotta go. Dimmer fans assemble. Very true.
Very, very true. Y'all played some games of GeoGuessr, truly one of my favorite mini events. And I saw a couple tweets about it that I wanted to make sure we highlighted. And of course, y'all did a ton of work on your own personal portfolio websites. I know I saw folks doing this all throughout the week since it fits in so well with the theme around Career Week. But in particular, if you didn't have a chance to check out Kari's streams, highly recommend doing that and working on your own personal portfolio website, not only to share what you're building at Global Hack Week, but outside of it as well.
Can I jump in here?
Yeah.
I had our friend ask their question. They're asking about receiving points for some of the coding projects they did. My immediate first guess here is that your emails are different between DevPost and your registration for Global Hack Week. If that's the case, we just don't have a way to match those two things. If you open up a support ticket in Discord, Mary or I can help you out. But if you have more details, you can open up a ticket and we can kind of dig into it there. Usually you should get those points pretty immediately. You get them within 24 hours. We actually don't do a ton of judging at Global Hack Week because we want to get people those responses and those points as quickly as possible.
Yes, absolutely. Back over here on our recap, we did some cool JavaScript sessions throughout the week. I know at this in particular Global Hack Week, we did a lot of these kind of intro sessions to skills that are really easily transferable into tech careers. And Vinayak in particular did an awesome one on JavaScript and how you can incorporate it into the projects that you are working on. Oh. Ran through this a little too fast. Jumping into day 4, we had some guests on the stream. Will joined us and went through a really cool session on what it looks like to be an MLH fellow. I know we have a ton of folks in the Global Hack Week community who have gone through the fellowship or are interested in it. So really neat to get to hang out with some of the folks over there.
Nice.
I know people are big fans of Will.
Yes. So I do want to jump in again here and answer another question that I thought was really good. Is the month-long hackathon still running up until 12/1 or December 1st now that projects are posted to the gallery? Yes, 100%. We are in the middle of kind of experimenting with a new little format here. Mm-hmm. And so we are running a month-long contest. It is still active all the way through 12/1, and we're likely going to repeat this for December as well, based on what I'm seeing so far. But if you have any projects, it's a great opportunity to win some prizes, show off what you built. I believe we're actually going to be using some of those projects in our next Global Hack Week opening ceremony. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, we'll be announcing some winners during Cloud Week. And for anyone curious, the reason why the gallery is open is because there were some cool projects that I wanted to highlight on our socials. Mm-hmm. And so I turned the gallery on today so that we can share out some of the projects a little bit early. So if you need some inspiration on what to build, there are some really, really cool projects over there. Go check them out.
Am I allowed to enter the month-long contest?
I think so. I don't know that you're allowed to win.
Yeah,
but
I kind of want to make
I've
been hankering to make a Web3 project personally,
mm-hmm.
but
you should do it.
Yeah, I gotta find some. Maybe I'll hammer out some time at some point
mm-hmm.
here.
And then everyone who does enter, if they win, they can brag that they beat you.
They beat me. Okay, I see what you're going for.
Could be very exciting. Y'all also got to hang out with Nick. Nick did a really, really awesome session on how to get the job that you really want. For those of you who don't know Nick, he does a lot of really cool kind of career counseling type things. Highly recommend checking out this session if you haven't already. Nick is quite fun.
Also one of my favorite.
Iconic photo of him as well.
The hands up photo in the background.
And then you all also got to meet another guest that we had on the stream. This was one of the sessions I actually got to host throughout the week. Chainat, who is a MLH Top 50 recipient as well as an MLH fellow, has gone to a ton of events and has developed this framework that he uses when thinking about what kind of project he wants to build at a hackathon. There's some really cool advice in here, particularly if you're someone who wants to dive a little bit deeper with the projects that you're building. Highly, highly recommend checking out some of the advice he had. And he's planning to join us in some future Global Hack Weeks. So if you missed it, do not worry.
Also glad to hear, good for us.
I love this.
Perfect. We'll take that. That's great feedback.
Rolling along here into day 5, y'all got to join Kari again and work on your resumes. I know that it can be hard to keep up with, updating your resume and your LinkedIn and all of that stuff. So I think this week was a cool opportunity to take a little bit of time to do that. Kari had some really awesome tips and actually, shared her own personal resume. So highly recommend checking that out if you need a little inspiration or are not sure what to change up on that. And then in addition to that, y'all got to hang out and create business plans for your projects. There are a lot of cool submissions for this. And I wanted to actually show off this one in particular that someone built, which was a business card scanner, which I think is such a cool idea to make, not only as a career-focused project, but this is such a cool hackathon project idea. There's so many different tools you can implement into it. And I'd love to see someone do do, similar project to this at a traditional hackathon as well. But shout out to this hacker. I'm not sure if they're in chat.
I feel like it'd be a funny like command line tool. Like the right side screenshot is
Yes.
giving me
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a fancy command line vibe. I feel like it's you like target the file, be a command line, and then you get an output. It would be very cute.
Very, very cool.
Oh, and
they're here.
Absolutely dig that. Oh, they are here. Awesome.
Hello.
And then to the hacker who is asking for that month-long contest link, I am on it right now.
He's on it. Alrighty, and then this might be our last slide, but I'm not going to claim that until I know for sure. But y'all got to hang out with Cecilia. She did a really cool track where she went back into old projects that she had used on her resume and her portfolio and added new features to them. I love the idea of doing this, particularly because I know it can be overwhelming to always think, I'm going to build something new from scratch, start a completely new project. But a lot of times you have stuff sitting around that you can jump back into and add some new features on. It's a little bit less overwhelming. So really cool concept over here, and definitely something I want to bring to more of our Global Hack Weeks in the future. And our final day 6, we wrapped everything up yesterday. Gabriella did a stream on some of the unique careers in tech. This is, again, one of those things that I think is oftentimes overlooked, just how many jobs are out there for folks, in the hacker community who have skills like you are and interested in working on the things that, you are. So check this one out if you didn't as well. Some really cool insights over there and things that, I hadn't thought of before.
If you're looking to see Gabby as well, she might be working the Hack Night this weekend as well.
Yes.
To be confirmed, but if you're looking to hang out with her more, she might be around this weekend too.
Yes, it is so true. Gabriella has really good slide design. In addition to that, y'all got to do some cool climate data stuff with Stephen. I think this pairs in so well with, thinking about careers in technology that maybe aren't the first ones you always think of. And Stephen did a ton this week on, how you can overlap those traditional sciences with technology. Very cool climate session if you did not catch it. And with that,
what's next?
That was Career Week. But
are we gonna?
You got it.
Okay. We've got some exciting stuff coming up here. Of course, we already previewed this a little bit when we were talking about that month-long contest. But in December, we're going to be exploring cloud technology at our Global Hack Week, which I'm very, very excited for. Not entirely because of the topic. I got to be honest. I think I'm excited about it purely because of how good Vic's graphic is here.
It's so good. I can't wait for the stickers.
I hesitate to say it. I feel like I should be excited about the topic too, but I'm here for the stickers, Victoria. I don't know if she ever tunes in on the closing here, but I feel like some of her best work. I really, really dig the graphic here. So
I also really like it when the Global Hack Week has an emoji that goes with it well. So I can't wait to be just an absolute menace with the cloud emoji.
That is very true.
Next month.
That is very, very true. But this is going to be happening December 4th through 11th.
Yes.
So coming up pretty quickly here, actually, only 3 or so weeks away, because this was a little bit later in the month.
Yeah.
So very excited about Cloud Week. Some cool partners and stuff like that coming down the pipeline for it as well. In addition to Cloud Week, if you're looking for something to kind of start your year off on the right foot, we've got Beginners Week happening in January. And even if you're not a beginner, if you're experienced in the community, we're, of course, welcome to have you here. It's a great opportunity to dive into something totally new and really learn and kind of start that 2024 off on the right foot.
Yes.
Very excited.
It's going to be a good one. I love Beginners Week.
Yes. I feel like I should do a stream for Beginners Week. It's been a while since I've done a stream.
I haven't done a stream in a very long time. I think I might do one as well.
Yes. Maybe we do a joint. We could do a joint.
That'd be fun.
I feel like people would like that. Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it. We'll do a technical stream together.
Yeah. Mary and Ryan committing themselves. Clip it, send it in chat.
Yep. Now we have to be held to it.
In February, we've got our AI and machine learning Global Hack Week coming up as well. I think this is increasingly just like a super, super popular category. I see it at hackathons all the time. So if you're looking to learn anything about large language models, AI, any of that stuff. I think it's going to be a great week to do it, and very excited again about some of the partners we have for that one.
Yes. I think this is certainly one of my favorites that we did this year. So excited to bring it back.
Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. Here's a good question as well. The themes are recurring. Yes, somewhat. Not all of them will repeat, but I think some of our favorites from last year certainly are. So it's not going to be exactly the same. Order might change. So if you're a Global Hack Week professional, don't get your calendar out just yet. We might have some surprises in store for you still.
Yeah.
So good question though.
Very good question. You can sign up for all 3 of those Global Hack Weeks right now over on our website. I also dropped the link in chat, globalhackweek.mlh.io. Make sure you go and get registered so we can keep you posted as we get closer to the events and you don't forget about them. If you are looking to hack at a hackathon before Cloud Week, we work with really awesome events happening all across the world over the weekends. So go and check out all of those happening on mlh.io/events if you want somewhere else to hack before Cloud Week. And then 2 other things that I wanted to make sure we called out. I know we already talked briefly about our month-long contest, and you already dropped that link in chat, right?
I did. I dropped the link to the dev post in chat, yes.
Awesome. But for those of you who are maybe just tuning in or who haven't heard about our month-long contest, we have a ton of unique prize tracks running during the entire month. So if you have not submitted to it yet, make sure you do it. It closes on November 30th. Really, we're offering this as a way to give you a little bit more time to build a project. I know it can be hard sometimes, to build a project in a weekend, particularly if weekends are already kind of busy for you. And a common question we've gotten on this is how many projects you can submit, and you are welcome to submit as many as you would like. And there are a ton of prizes up for grabs. So I recommend submitting a bunch.
I think literally 20 prizes are up, right? I'm not crazy about that.
I think, over
I have not
20.
counted it myself, but it's quite a few.
Quite a few. And someone asked about high school hackathons. I don't remember the exact one I mentioned, but if you go to mlh.io/events, our high school events are marked with a little high school banner if they are high school only. So that is a good way to check. But if you're a high school student, a lot of our collegiate hackathons also will allow you to attend. So go and check out their website. If you don't see anything on there, just shoot an email to their team and they might be able to host you as well.
Also, I'm going to shamelessly plug HackTJ. We have tons of awesome high school events, but HackTJ, they have their website updated. They are in the process of getting their MLH membership. It's a fantastic hackathon that I've been to myself a couple of times. And I would definitely recommend, if you're in the US, the East Coast, great high school event.
Yeah.
I think
one of the largest high school events.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think we might have also talked about Hack Club previously as well in the first stream. Hack Club is a great resource for finding communities as a high school student interested in computer science. And so definitely check them out as well. They're big, we're big fans of what they do and work with them quite a bit.
Yeah. And then I wanted to make sure I called out our hack night that is happening this weekend. I'm going to drop a link in the chat, but we're doing a hack night this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday focused around social good. So come and hang out in the Discord. We have some really cool guest speakers who are going to come and host a few AMAs and talks with y'all. And if you are interested in working on any social good projects, this is going to be a fun time to just hang out with other folks and work on some of those projects together. Alrighty. Are we gonna make the joke?
Let's try and contain ourselves for that, so we won't make the joke. If you are looking to earn swag this week, hopefully you've already earned it. You do still have a little bit of time left. We have not processed those orders yet, correct? Cool.
Yeah.
So if you have not yet earned this, you still have a little bit of time left to do so. You're gonna make sure that you're registered and checked in for Global Hack Week. You're gonna make sure that you have an address submitted to us so we know where to send your letter. And then you do need to complete both the GoDaddy Registry Domain Name Challenge and the GitHub Student Developer Pack Challenge. And if for some reason you're ineligible for one of these 2 challenges, like maybe you're not a student anymore, or for some reason your GoDaddy Registry account can't take another new domain, you can still fill in the form and let us know that you are ineligible, and we're still happy to send you that swag as well. If you're looking to earn some bonus swag, we've got your back there too. You needed to check into 5 different live events over the course of the week. You'll get an awesome sticker. Usually it's themed around that kind of like mascot image that we have. These are always exciting and always good to add to the collection. And I think finally, we want to make sure that we say thank you to all of the people who make this event possible. I'm going to toss it to Mary here to go through the laundry list of awesome MLHers who contribute to making Global Hack Week what it is.
Yes, we have so many people to thank who make this event special. Starting off with Dimmer, Stephen, and Neufel. All 3 of these folks ran multiple technical streams throughout the week. A ton of preparation goes into running those, and then of course the time spent on the stream. So a huge thank you to these 3 for sharing so much of their expertise throughout the past week during their streams. Next up, we've got Dikshita, Gabriella, and Zane. Dikshita did some of our Today in Global Hack Week streams where she hopped on and told us what was going on throughout the week. Gabriella, like you saw, did some really cool streams on different careers that you can jump into in tech and shared some of her experiences on that front. And then Zane, of course, ran, I believe, both mini events and some technical streams throughout the week. I know he loves to do a web dev stream, and that's been a popular one in our community for a while now. And he got to host that earlier this week. Next up, we've got Kari, Alberto, and Cecilia. These 3 folks also all did technical streams, and Cecilia did some mini events as well. Kari oftentimes does multi-part tracks at our Global Hack Weeks, which takes so much to get ready and produce. And it was really cool to see her track this week on building your own portfolio. And Alberto and Cecilia, of course, did some of those technical streams as well. Shout out to all of them and a huge thank you. Oh, got some Zane shout outs. Next up, we've got Wei, Vidyak, and Shreyasi. Huge thank you to these 3. I know Wei is in chat right now. Wei did a session, I guess it would have been last Friday now, where y'all did I think accomplished, Wei, correct me if I'm wrong, 6 different challenges during the 2-hour technical stream, which is wild. So if you are ever hunting down points, make sure you go to Wei's streams. One of the easiest way to get them. Vidyak, of course, did a technical stream earlier this week, as well as some Today in Global Hack Weeks. And then Shreyasi did a technical stream as well. Thank you to these 3 folks. Next up, we've got Will, John, and David. Will, of course, joined us earlier in the week and did a Q&A about the fellowship and talked about how y'all can, get involved with that program. John jumped in and helped us out when someone wasn't feeling well and covered a Today in Global Hack Week stream. Huge thank you to him. And then David, of course, did some technical streams throughout this past weekend. Huge thank you to these 3 folks. Oh, I was right on that.
Yeah, I was impressed. I was going to give you a shout out.
I just shouted out myself instead. Last but certainly not least, I want to give a thank you to Rosendo, Nick, and Siddharth. Starting off with Nick, if you do not know him, he works full-time here at MLH, and he did that awesome stream, sharing some of the career advice that he has. He's really wonderful in that domain, and I recommend going and checking that one out, like I said earlier. Rosendo, of course, I know many of you wished him a happy birthday this week, but Rosendo works with all of the partners who make it possible for us to host Global Hack Weeks. He does so much work behind the scenes. I know he's got a ton of fans here. Whenever you see Rosendo around, make sure you give him a huge thank you. Similarly, Siddharth does so much behind the scenes work. I know a ton of you chat with him in the support tickets. He puts together so much that is needed to make the event run, things like these slide decks and getting our dev post ready to go. So make sure when you see him around over in Discord or on the streams, you give him a huge thank you as well. We could not do these events without Ro and Siddharth, in addition to everyone else that we called out here. Alrighty, and we've got 2 awesome partners to thank this week as well.
Yeah, 100%. We cannot run these events without the generous support of our partners, and so we want to make sure we give a huge shout out to GitHub, for supplying their student developer pack and all sorts of other great resources to the hacker community. I'm really, really glad to have them here and looking forward to having them hopefully at a bunch of events in 2024 as well. And then, of course, GoDaddy Registry hooks all of our hackers up with a free domain name for a year, which is an awesome, awesome benefit, and very, very generous of them as well. And again, they're a kind of a prolific Global Hack Week partner is what I would describe them as.
Yes.
I'm very thankful to have them here with us as well. And hopefully we'll see them again soon.
Yes, absolutely. And with that, we will see you all next time. We can leave this up for a second in case anyone has any last minute questions. But thank you to all of you for joining us and making these events so much fun to get to work on. And we will we'll see you in just a few short weeks.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna blink and we're gonna see you all again. So
yeah.
Normally I feel like I'd want to have like a more formal sign off,
Yeah.
but I'm like, I'll see you soon. You know?
Exactly. 18 days.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Alrighty. I don't see any other questions coming in. Ryan, any?
No, thank you
Alrighty.
so much, everyone. Happy hacking. We'll catch you next time.
Alrighty.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.